cloning in gram-positive, and here the main example is Bacillus subtilis. So here wide variety of gram-positive microbes can be used as a host organism, but the most that is evaluated for this purpose, it is the Bacillus subtilis. If we have a look on the GC content of the gram-positive bacteria, we will find a broad range that it may be as low as 30% GC content और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो GC कंटेंट है ये 70 से लेके 75% तक हो सकता है. So there is a wide range. So some gram-positive they are having low GC content like the Bacillus subtilis, whereas on the other hand some gram-positive like the Streptomyces they have high GC content that may range from 70 to 75%. So because of this wide host range, different systems for cloning or transformation they have been developed. For those gram-positive that is having low GC content, another system for those microbes having high GC content. जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि जो Streptomyces है इसका GC कंटेंट हाई है तो इसके लिए डिफरेंट क्लोनिंग सिस्टम है, और इसके अलावा जो लो GC कंटेंट वाले हैं जिसमें Bacillus subtilis है, Staphylococcus aureus है, Clostridium आ जाता है, या कुछ और लैक्टिक एसिड प्रोड्यूसिंग माइक्रोब्स या बैक्टीरिया हैं लाइक द Streptococcus, Lactococcus or Lactobacillus. So although they are highly unrelated genera having low GC content, but different systems have also been developed for cloning purpose. So as far as the example of Bacillus subtilis is concerned, it was observed in the mid-1970s that some plasmids from the Staphylococcus aureus origin. The Staphylococcus एक कोकाई माइक्रोब है, राउंड इसकी सिमेट्री होती है, ये शेप होती है, तो ये देखा गया कि इसके जो प्लाज्मिड हैं वो Bacillus subtilis को ट्रांसफॉर्म करवा सकते हैं, और आफ्टर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन दे आर समटाइम्स स्टेबली मेंटेन्ड. सो natural plasmid of Staphylococci were used. And here there is one limitation of the plasmids of Staphylococcus aureus or S. aureus. The limitation is that the number of selectable markers they are lower. Okay, अगर हम एग्जांपल देखें PC194 जो प्लाज्मिड है Staphylococcus aureus का, तो इसमें एक ही क्लोरोफेनिकोल का जो है वो सिलेक्टेबल मार्कर होता है, जो कि बाज़ दफ़ा क्लोनिंग पर्पसेस के लिए इतना सूटेबल नहीं होता, because it is highly desirable if more than one selectable markers are there. So in order to increase the number of selectable markers, an additional gene it is introduced that may be going to encode the tetracycline resistance in addition to chloramphenicol. So a modified vector has been synthesized from a natural plasmid like from PC194, and here the modified vector is PVH that is having an additional selectable marker that is tetracycline. So once it is transformed into the Bacillus subtilis, more or less it is stably inherited. But once the DNA fragments of larger size is cloned, then its stability it is influenced. So it may not be stably maintained. But on the other hand, if smaller fragments they are cloned, they are stably maintained. So for this purpose, E. coli have also been used sometime an intermediate host that are hybrid plasmids. They have been developed by using an artificial plasmid like PBr322 and using the Staphylococcus aureus natural plasmid. तो इसमें हम अगले टेबल में देखेंगे कि कौन कौन सी एग्जांपल है नेचुरल प्लाज्मिड्स की. These are the list of plasmids that properties of some Staphylococcus aureus plasmids used as a vector in Bacillus subtilis. जो मैंने एग्जांपल कोट की PC194 की, इसमें एक ही जीन है क्लोरोफेनिकोल रेजिस्टेंस की, तो इसको मॉडिफाई किया गया है ताकि इसमें टेट्रासाइक्लिन रेजिस्टेंस की भी जीन हो. इसी तरह PE194 carrying erythromycin resistance or PUB110 it is carrying kanamycin resistance. So by using these natural plasmids PBR322 in combination with this artificial plasmid जो कि मैंने नाम बताया PBR322, तो इन नेचुरल प्लाज्मिड को यूज करते हुए हाइब्रिड प्लाज्मिड यूज या डेवलप किए गए हैं.